All right, so in today's How to Rap video, we're gonna learn exactly how to make a great rap diss song. And apparently, y'all really want to hear how to take somebody's head off because on Monday I made this great video about how to actually get fans, how to get folks to actually follow you and pay attention to you on social media. And the main comment was, great video about how to actually have people like my music, Drew, but I want to learn how to destroy somebody's career. Make a video about a diss song, dog. And so, of course, the fans asked and how to rap answers. So, today's video is going to be a training all about how to make a great rap diss song. So, as always, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm your host, Drew Morrissey, and this is How to Rap.
Do what I do, you believe in me. Do what I do if you don't. Do what I do, you believe in me.
Dirt.
Do what I do if you don't.
Brown.
Okay, so you already heard the backstory here. Apparently, there's a lot of folks that just want to learn how to destroy somebody's career, take heads off on the mic. But if you're one of the folks who want to learn how to make fans and actually get people to listen to your music, you might want to check the other video from Monday, all about how to get your career started online, if that's your pleasure. But as we have said here with the video, we're going to talk a little bit about how to make a great rap diss song. Okay, so the first main concept that you need to understand, despite how sexy it might seem, how enticing, how enjoyable it might seem to have that great ether level, back-to-back level, no Vaseline, hit 'em up level track, is a diss song is a last resort. A diss song is something that you do only when you really need to get out of a corner. Okay, so this song is usually not meant for a situation where somebody stubbed your toe in class or somebody said they didn't like your last single and all of a sudden shots fired and they're trying to end this person's career. Because I know, as well as you probably know, that one of the most lame things a rapper can do is suddenly just drop some diss Instagram video or diss tweet or diss song out of nowhere and just come at somebody when really it wasn't that big of a deal. So one thing I really want you to get out of this first as we begin is a diss song is a last resort. I don't want you younger rappers watching these videos, how to rap videos, and being like, well, some kid said I can't rap in third period, so it's time to construct a 5 minute diss song. No, dog. Like, first of all, like if you rap and that kid doesn't, just be like, all right, well then you rap. Otherwise, shut up. You don't need to make a diss song. A diss song is a last resort. Somebody comes at your neck. Okay, with that being said and that disclaimer, let's get into some theories and some practices about how to make a great rap diss song. Okay, first thing is a great rap diss song. You need to understand that logic is your enemy. And I'm not talking about the great rapper from the state of Maryland. What up to the state of Maryland, the DMV, but I'm not talking about logic. I'm talking about the actual theory of logic. It's better to be emotionally impactful with your diss song than it is to make logical sense. A lot of beginning rappers, when they think of their diss song or they think of their disses, they're sitting there thinking like, okay, well, I know that that dude's girlfriend dumped him. So the first line is going to be, well, yo, that's why your girl dumped you. Or, I know that dude doesn't have that much money and lives with his parents. So the first diss is just going to be like, yo, you live with your moms. That's the diss. No, go for the emotional truth behind it. So if you have somebody who got dumped by his girl or something like that, it's much better to go for the emotional truth that like, dog, you can't get no girls, you can't get no bitches, that kind of thing. Or if the person lives with their parents, be like, okay, so how's your mom's basement feeling for the last 3 months or something like that. So go for the emotional truth rather than just the logical truth. Couple quick examples in great diss song history. You can think about, for example, The Takeover by Jay-Z, and I know Ether won the battle. You might say Jay-Z won the war, but let's just use The Takeover for an example. Jay-Z has that line where he references the fact that Nas had Illmatic, and he says something like, that's the one hot album every 10-year average. He says something like, oh, one was the other was Illmatic. That's the one hot album every 10-year average. Okay, that's an emotional truth because Illmatic is an undeniable classic. Even Jay-Z in the diss song can't deny that. But are you and me, anybody who's ever heard It Was Written, even I Am, like, we know that those are hot albums, but it's the emotional truth that Illmatic, up until Stillmatic, was the undeniable, indisputable Nas classic. Similarly, you have like Back to Back more recently where, Drake is talking about like when she tells him they're better as friends and, Nicki better hit Meek with the prenup and all that kind of stuff. Now, at the time, they weren't even married. They're still not married. They're not engaged, whatever it is. But the emotional truth is that Nicki is the one in the relationship with the money. And if they were ever to get married, Nicki would be the one to have the prenup rather than the cliche that the man has the prenup. So, main idea here is logic is your enemy. Go for the emotional truth. Take it as far as you want. Do we know whether or not Pac actually had sex with Faith Evans? We don't really know. But when he has the emotional truth of, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker, in the beginning of the song, that's the emotional truth and it makes an impact. Now, tying into that very point about emotion versus logic and all that, pay a lot of attention in your diss song in the way you phrase something. You really want to make sure that you're phrasing it in a clever and witty way and not just saying it straight on. So again, going back to the example, it's much better that you find a way to like make this image of this dude who's like playing World of Warcraft and Call of Duty all day in its mom's basement, not getting any girls, than just to have two bars that go, you know, I'm chilling in class and advanced placement. All you do is get no girls and play COT in your mom's basement. Like, that's not as good as finding a clever way to actually take it to the furthest extent. So, you know, some quick ideas about how you would actually go about this. I would suggest paying attention to a lot of roasts and comedians. I talk a lot in videos about watching comedians. Also studying classic diss songs. You really want to know the sort of vernacular, the way to speak in a diss song. So you should be very familiar with the lyrics of Ether, No Vaseline, Hit 'Em Up, Pushacha. There's quick examples. All of those take over back to back. All of them, you should really understand how they're terming their disses and the way you're phrasing it. So study those, study comedians as well. Also, another, and this is the third point here, okay, another very important thing, and I maybe should have put this first to be honest. In fact, I'm gonna say this is first so you get nothing out of this video. Beat selection, okay? You really need to focus on what beat you're choosing. And what I want you to do is you're thinking of your diss song is it gonna be a more funny, comedic diss song, or is it gonna be a really intense Ether hit 'em up? So with you, what I want you to do is like think of the funny diss songs like Back Down by 50 Cent, Can I Bitch by Eminem, Nail in the Coffin by Eminem, the more funny, humorous ones. And then I want you to think of the really intense Ether level, hit 'em up, really intense ones, and then make a decision. Because I can tell you straight up, more than anything else, having a dope beat and having a beat that's like epic and is going to shut everything down is as important as any diss you say in your diss song. So beat selection. And a last piece that I really want you to take home, and all of these are meant to be really spend some time with these, really take your time and make sure they all hit hard. The last piece we're going to send you is do your research. Make sure you know everything possible about the person you're dissing. If it's somebody in class, yes, you need to know who he or she dated. You need to know, are they broke? Do they have money? Did they ever make a song back in the day that nobody liked? Did they ever get kicked off the football team? If you're an older rapper, if you're dissing them, like you should know about their financial situation. You should know about whether their own homeboy actually doesn't like their music, or if they ever got dissed or snitched on or anything like that. You really need to do your research on these people's lives so that you know what hits are really gonna land. And let me just add in a last part, just along with the research and everything else. You should be watching all of the great battle leagues they have online, King of the Dot, Don't Flop, URL. Like, you need to be familiar with that because in a way, like, those battles are the height of dissing people. And what you'll notice, going to the last point, is a lot of the times these folks are doing their research and their third round is like, well, that's why your best friend's on crack and your girl slept with this rapper right here. Oh, so doing your research is really important. So looking back, okay, what should you get out of this video? Very important. A diss song is your last resort. Don't do it just because you think, well, that kid dissed me in the cafeteria, so what I need to do is spend an entire month thinking of the next Ether. Like, no, not necessarily. You might play yourself. DJ Khaled voice, play yourself. Okay, second, logic is your enemy. Go for the emotional truth. Go for the I fucked you a bitch, you fat motherfucker, not the I may or may not have had sex with your wife, depending on research over the last 20 years. Like, don't go for that. Okay, beat selection, very important. Make sure you know exactly what kind of beat and effect it's gonna have. So with that being said, hopefully this all helps. As always, if you're watching us for the first time, be sure to subscribe. You're going to get all this great information about how to get your rhymes better, how to improve your skills, how to get in this industry, how to become a top grade artist. And if you've been watching us for a while, be sure to sign up for our daily newsletter where you get even more tips, even more advanced information, and the latest updates from the Big Homie Drew and the How to Rap staff about how to turn you into a superstar. Ding ding. Okay, that was really corny, but for real, sign up for a newsletter. It's going to do nothing but help. It's free, it's awesome, and you get a free training. So no matter what, thank you for watching. I would say don't necessarily need to do a diss song if you don't have to, but if you need to, hopefully this video helped. And I'll see you on Friday with another video. Peace.